Prince Harry, has he found the perfect way alongside his wife, the actress Meghan Markle, to grease his way back into the good books of our gracious Majesty the Queen? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for all the comments about the ties, the lush green backgrounds. This is late summer here in the United Kingdom. I don't know about you, but we haven't had much great summer. You know, I told you many times on the channel, we pop out when it's not raining. So you people must think, oh, it looks great there in England all the time. Not necessarily so. But as ever, back to your royal story of the day. Now, as you know, Prince Harry decided to sign on with Netflix to make a lot of money. Millions of dollars, in fact. But they want a lot for their money. And one of the ideas that he and Meghan have now decided to come up with in order to make their own celebration for the platinum celebrations of Her Majesty the Queen next year is this. We know that we can look forward to the likes of the Invictus Games documentary and that Pearl animation cartoon thing with David Furnish alongside Meghan Markle, but now Prince Harry's had a light bulb moment. They don't come that often, so take notice. Prince Harry thought what would make a very good idea for a documentary was his take on interviewing people that had met Her Majesty the Queen throughout her very, very long reign, particularly on an international level. You've got to remember that the Queen and, of course, the late His Royal Highness Prince Philip travelled extensively around the world, so they met a lot of people. In fact, I don't think there's any other person alive other than Her Majesty the Queen that has met so many international sort of envoys, ambassadors, glamorous film stars, when film stars were glamorous, you know what I'm saying? And I think it'd be interesting to note just the ordinary people as well who had that brush, that moment with Her Majesty and Prince Philip early on in her reign. And this is the basis of the idea of the documentary. Now, it's at very early stages, but when you think about it and have a think about this, it's quite a nice thing to do, but one would suggest, and dare I say this, would I be sent off to the Tower? But is it not just really trading on those royal connections, the very royal connections that you didn't want to trade on because you didn't want to be part of the family, because you wanted to do a half in, half out role, and then you created Megxit and slung your hook, basically. But as ever, when times are hard, you have to look at what you've got to sell. And I have to say that this type of documentary, fronted by Prince Harry, with people who have known or met, of course, Her Majesty the Queen, would be of big interest. And he, and more importantly, Meghan Markle, know this. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.